I went to KetoCon this weekend. I'm going to tell you all about it, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Excuse the way I look today. Honestly, I've been so busy today and I wasn't sure if I was even gonna do a video because I didn't even bother to do makeup or do my hair today. But since I just got home from KetoCon, I wanted to share with you my experience, what I've learned, all the awesome people that I met this weekend, and my takeaways from KetoCon 2023. Good morning, it is 7:42. We are on our way to the KetoCon 2023 in Austin, Texas. I've got my coffee. We've got, I think, a protein bar, some mixed nuts. I have my coffee in my hand and the thing in the other. And I got a couple of bangs for the road, a Quest bar, some collagen, and that's pretty much all we packed for goodies. We're not very hungry in the morning, so I think we're good. We're gonna go straight to the convention and show you what it looks like.
I'd say that when you're having allergy, maybe you're having spirulina in the morning for energy, for keto diets, for fasting, for athletics, to replace your greens, to replace your supplements, to replace your protein, do all these great things. But guess what? It's also stopping cancer and heart disease. I think that's pretty important. And it's just from...
I'm the motor guy. I want big diesel engines.
Yeah.
But you don't run them, but I still run it.
By the end of this talk, as you are at the beginning, because we're going to take on a heavy subject. We're going to talk about cholesterol and that ketogenic diet.
Neutral way, unbiased way, okay? Now before I do that though, obviously, very important that I talk about who I am, why am I even up here. So first things first.
It is day one of KetoCon and I am in the area where all the vendors are at. I've been here all day. We've had lots of talks today and going to the different rooms. And now I'm just kind of waiting until 4:30 to, I think, my last panel that I'm going to check out, and then a whole brand new day tomorrow. So it's been fun so far.
Yeah.
Just in case, this is the women's carnivore panel, so
or a plateau. Punishing yourself is not going to make it go away. What do I mean by punishing yourself? Let's see, I've been in a month stall, so I'm going to do a 200-hour fast.
Right.
You're punishing yourself.
And we talk about this all the time, but I got on a plane and came from Florida to tell you personally, please don't be ugly to my friends. You're my friend. And I don't want you to be ugly to my friends anymore. So if you find yourself in a frustrating situation, do not punish yourself.
So let me just say, this year's KetoCon was completely different than last year. We had different people. Like last year, we didn't have Dr. Ken Berry, right? Yeah. I don't know why that sounded weird to me. We didn't have Dr. Berry, but we did have Maria Emmerich. We had Myra from Low Carb Love last year, but this year she didn't come this year, but we did have Nisha with Dr. Berry. We did have the Carnivore Woman. We did have Courtney Luna. We had a lot of carnivores here this time, and there was somebody else I was excited to see today, and my brain, Sean Baker, Dr. Bosworth and Mindy Pells. Like, so we had a lot of awesome people that came this year that weren't at KetoCon last year. So that was exciting. One of the major differences that I noticed this year compared to last year is the freebies. I came home last year with so many freebies. It was ridiculous. I mean, I'm talking boxes and boxes of perfect ratio keto cereal and granola and sweeteners and like all the things. And this year there wasn't as many samples and freebies as there were last year, but it's a good thing because this year it felt very carnivore heavy, which is very simplified, and you don't need all of those extra added products into your diet. And even Dr. Berry in his talk, and I should have recorded this part, I did record like snippets, but in his talk he was like straight up just said, y'all don't need what's on the other side of this curtain. All those people at those tables who are trying to sell their product, you don't need it. You don't need red light therapy. Just go outside and get some vitamin D. You don't need a supplement. You know, eat meat and it gives you all the vitamins that you need. So he was great. Like, I really loved everything. Oh, one of my favorite things too, well, I got to meet Indigo, Nilly, and Lindsay. So great to see you guys there. That was really exciting for me. And I also got to see the two crazy ketos in person and hear them talk about roadblocks on their keto journey. That probably was my all-time favorite talk the whole weekend. And there were some great ones. I mean, obviously Dr. Ken Berry was there with his talk, and so was Mindy Pells. That was a great talk too. So both of those are really great. But the two crazy ketos, I think I connected with their story because especially since they've been on keto for a long time, I've been on keto for a long time, and I get frustrated with where my progress is, right? And instead of seeing the journey for where it is right now, which is I've lost 85 pounds, it's so easy for me to hyper focus on where I'm not yet. It's like, okay, I still need 30 more to go, or 25, right? 50, 60, 70, 80, oh shoot, 30 pounds to go. So, so instead of me focusing on, I still have 30 pounds, instead of me focusing on, I've lost 85 pounds, all I can see is where the finish line that I'm not there yet. And to be really focused on that, and it gets really frustrating for me. It gets to the point where I'm like, okay, I just want to, you know, take a diet break or try different things, or I'm getting so burnt out and tired. And sometimes, especially with their talk, thank you to Crazy Ketos, but they talk about being like in the NASCAR, right? And it talks about pulling over and changing your tires, or pulling over and, you know, getting an oil change or whatever it is. I don't know NASCAR, but they talk about sometimes you just need to pull over and fix a few things and then get back on the track and finish the race. And it was a good message for me, because even though I feel like stagnant, I feel like I've been at a standstill, I feel like I've been banging my head against the wall trying to figure out how to get myself from this point to that finish line that has been eluding me since I began this journey. It was a nice reminder of sometimes it's not going to be an overnight thing. I'm not going to get to where I want to go as fast as everybody else. And it's just something that I have to keep reminding myself that, you know, so we just need to reassess. And maybe some of the things that I have been holding on to this entire time are the hardest things for me to let go of, are probably that mirror that I need to hold up to my face and go, okay, you've done it your way. Enough. Like, now start letting go of those comfort zone things that you have kept. So one of the things that I am looking forward to doing in May, and this is something that I've teetered with, I've played around with, I've probably done a week or two here and there, and I've definitely done carnivore and whatnot, but I really want to commit to a BBB&E challenge, the beef, bacon, butter, and eggs challenge for the entire month of May. It's hard because it's my birthday month, but it's not till the end of the month. So I'm hoping to start May 1st and really commit. And those sweeteners, those things that I lean on, like the cheese and the dairy, the sweeteners, the stevia, the coffee daily, feeling like I can do everything, but I can't let go of this one thing. Or sure, I'll eat OMAD, but I won't give up my cheese or my dairy or my sweetener. Like, there's all these things that I'm willing to try, but yet my things that I hold dear and comfort zone for me are probably the things that I need to let go of. It's like my buddy Brian likes to tell me that I have come 95% of the way, and sometimes it's that 5% that makes all the difference in the world. So it's letting go of that 5% comfort zone of, but I like my stevia and my coffee, but I like having a burger patty with cheese and bacon instead of just bacon, you know? So those little things that if I really try to commit to it, maybe I will heal myself from these addictions that after 4 years of being on keto, I have yet to fully recover from. So my sugar addiction that I have been fighting forever on being in this low carb keto lifestyle has never fully been healed. Like, there's always a moment where I'm like, okay, well, let me allow myself a cheat day every once a month, or, you know, these things where it's like, how do you fully get over that addiction if you allow yourself to have it every so often? And that's what was my stevia. It's kind of like, you know, I'm not allowing myself chocolate, but let me squirt chocolate stevia in my coffee. That craving will never, ever, ever go away. And so that is something that I am just now learning to accept and willing to change and see what happens to me those next 4 weeks in May when I commit to a BBB&E challenge. So I will only be ingesting beef, bacon, butter, and eggs, and that's it. And salt and water. I'm not gonna have alcohol. I'm not gonna have coffee. I'm not gonna have sweeteners or stevia or my sugar-free whipped cream. Like, this is gonna be hard. And of course, I mean, that's why I haven't done it up until now, because I knew it was gonna be hard. I didn't wanna do hard things. I wanted to, like, I'll do hard things to my comfort level, and that's is all I'm gonna give you. And then I can't be sitting here mad that I'm not getting anywhere, I'm not progressing on this journey, because it's that little 5% that I refuse to let go of. So that's what I'm planning to do for May. I really am excited from coming back from KetoCon. Just like last year, I come back, I've got this newfound focus and energy, and I'm ready to take it to the next level. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as tracking. I have been trying to keep it at like 130 grams of protein, or at least that's been my goal. So I don't know if I'm gonna track that first week and then stop tracking, or vice versa, if I just gonna kind of eat intuitively that first week and then weigh myself. And then if I feel like I'm still kind of stagnant or gaining or not losing, then maybe I should track to make sure that I'm eating enough protein, I'm eating enough fat. So I'm not tracking to make sure I keep below a certain number of calories. I'm tracking to make sure that my body is getting the sufficient amount of protein and fat that it needs. And that was another thing that I learned this weekend at KetoCon, is it's so easy, no matter how much you say, you know, fat is good and fat is what's helping your body burn fat. So, you know, don't be afraid of fat. As much as you say that, that old diet mentality is still sitting in the back of my head. That's like, yeah, fat is good for you. Fat, let's put healthy fats everywhere, and avocados and butter, and sure. But let's not overdo it, because if you overdo it, that's probably the reason why you're not losing weight. You know, so I can't make fat the hero and make it the villain at the same time, because it really is going, you know, I have to commit. It's gonna make myself crazy. I'm gonna have to commit and just trust the process, trust in Dr. Barry. And I'm reading and listening to audio books, and I am immersing myself in the world, and I'm gonna commit to the Carnivore BBBE challenge for the month of May. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it takes me. I'm excited to see how different I'll feel at the end of it, with letting go of the sweeteners and the dairy and the alcohol for the entire month of May. I mean, even during the weekend, we went out to eat our first night in Austin, and we ended up at a steak restaurant, and still I had wine and beer, and I was like, gosh, didn't I have a challenge this month to not drink? And this is the second time this month that I ended up breaking that challenge. So I'm not really good with that. And so I'm hoping for May, the BBB and E challenge will keep me focused on that path and really push myself. You know, I just have to suck it up. I could do anything for 30 days. I could do anything for 4 weeks. I could do anything. So I just have to allow myself to get through the tough times, get through what feels hard in the moment, so it can have a greater payoff at the end, and not let myself talk myself out of my own progress, my own success. So like I said, I am a work in progress. Like I said, I'm still learning my lessons 4 years later on this journey, you know, and I think I'm going to continue to learn and grow. I mean, that's what this channel is about, is to share with you my journeys, my ups, my downs, my revelations, my faults, my weaknesses. You know, all of that is part of this overall journey of mine. I did not weigh myself when I got back from KetoCon, but I did weigh myself. I forgot to mention that because I haven't put out a video this past week other than like a cooking video, I think. But anyway, I did weigh myself the day before the day that we headed out of town, which is a day earlier than my usual weigh-in. And it was the exact same weight, 0 pounds, down to the little 1/10 of a pound. This week, I'm just kind of taking it easy. I'm still gonna do basically carnivore. Actually, I had avocado on my omelet today. So I'm basically doing kind of a ketovore. The only reason why I did not start the BBB&E today is because I had bought chicken thighs last week, and I was craving chicken thighs, and I was like, well, you know, let me just have them this week and I'll start fresh on the 1st. I know that's not the best thinking, because what that means is I'm allowing myself all the dairy because I know I'm not going to have it next month. I'm going to have myself all the coffee because I know I'm not going to have it that month. I might as well enjoy all of my bangs, because come May 1st, they're all gone. So I'm trying not to let it get too out of control this week as I mentally prepare for this challenge. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I know it's going to be difficult. But I don't know if that was the third, but I know it's going to be difficult, but I am looking forward to it because I do feel that I'm going to see results. I don't know how much. I'm nervous. I want to have good results at the end of this challenge because I know it's going to be hard. And I know me that at the end of 30 days, if I feel like, oh man, this was a huge challenge for me and I lost 0.8 pounds, you know, I'm going to be like, womp womp. But I am gonna do something on the first. I'm gonna weigh myself and measure myself, and then at the end of the challenge, do it as well. So we will see what the actual results will be for the BBE challenge. So that is it for today, y'all. Leave me a comment. Do you have any plans for May? Do you want to do the BBB and E challenge with me in May? I would love to have you. So that is it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.